Descendant. The Ironheart is waiting to be transported to your location. Equipment and forces are also waiting to be deployed to fortify the ruins. Alpha has been looking forward to this moment. Considering the circumstance that humanity finds itself in, it makes sense. However, Descendant, consider, do you really need to use the Ironheart? If you are in a position where you are unable to object, unless you or the Descendants will it otherwise, I will also follow the will of humanity from this point forward. I was created to serve humanity, and I believe demonstrating the result of using the Ironheart is a helpful part of that. Humans tend to prioritize results over process. If they view a result as a certainty, they will justify the process. Therefore, I consider this current process to be justified. Please take care of the Ironheart, Descendants.
Guide, your last comment made it sound like you've given up on the current situation. Is that really how you feel?
I have not given up on anything, Nugent. Just as you have not given up on your medical corps members, despite there being only a flicker of hope.
What do you mean? My corps members are still alive.
Descendant, I've been waiting for you.
Wait. What is that voice?
It seems to be the voice of the ruin's internal system. but we have no records of any such system.
Perhaps the ruins are reacting to the Ironheart. This is a good sign.
There are a significant number of vulgar signals, Alpha.
I believe you can handle that many. It was a much tougher situation when the investigative corps first discovered the ruins. I lost all of my teammates in that operation. One of them was a powerful descendant who was being considered for commander. He was better than me in every way. I want to commemorate the souls of those who fell in that operation by seizing the Ironheart. Descendant, I will send you the route by comparing it with past records. Use it to get to the Prime Hands. Over. An area of electromagnetic energy. You need to be extra careful while there. The area around the Red Sphere and areas connected to the Prime Hands, or any Ironheart, have powerful electromagnetic fields. It's one of the clues that humans have used to locate the Ironhearts. Slowly but surely.
We'll test your qualifications. Think you're okay.
Descendant, we have detected a Vulgus signal moving toward you. You might need RK to open the gate. Now, has such a system existed in the past?
According to past records, no. I'll keep looking.
That voice. Something doesn't feel right about that voice. If there is a terminal that I can connect to, I will be able to check. But I don't believe there is such a device in this room. Okay, confirmed. Waiting for you. The Prime Hands are close.
I'll pay you back later.
No. Bring it to me.
Strange. The Ancestors' ruins have never looked like this before. Have you heard anything from the guide?
This is Eugen. The guide did mention these ruins were unusual, but they don't seem to have any detailed information either.
Alpha, should we abort the operation? Honestly, I would prefer to delay using the Ironheart.
We've already had this conversation. Can't you just trust me for once, Nell?
It's not about who's right or wrong, Alpha. I just want to use the information we received from beings more advanced than us strategically.
We can't turn back based on a mere feeling. We've come too far. There is a lot at stake with this operation. Descendant, the place where you are fighting is a very important facility. According to the Magister's analysis, it has a cooling system which is necessary to activate the Prime Hands. Any remaining Vulgus will hinder the activation. I want you to eliminate all enemies and move forward. Over and out. Descendant, we found records that say you need a phase shift device in order to reach the Prime Hands. But the terminal necessary to activate it is in a very dangerous location. The quantum disintegration trap is activated, and the structure that leads to the terminal is completely destroyed. Please, be careful. It worked! The phase shift device has been activated. Now we can get to the Prime Hands.
It's time to face the truth.
Descendant, Vulgus signals are detected all around you. You're surrounded.
promised the dominance that I would offer them the Iron Heart. I am waiting for this moment. Bring me the Iron Heart.
Oh no. That was a Vulgus' voice.
Everyone, remain calm. This changes nothing. We only have to defeat this thing and connect the Iron Heart.
I warned you. Seal the dimensional wall and the location of Ingress will be exposed. If that is what HQ wished. Then, I hope they learn their lesson from this. Descendant, look here. Stemming the flow of dimensional energy will only attract the attention of the Colossi. The dimensional wall must not be touched by anyone. Watch out! Access the front hands immediately. I was created to help humanity. My task now is... The Ironheart has delivered results that leave much to be desired. However, there is still one final option. There's something I wish to tell you. No, to tell all of humankind, Descendant. Descendants, I did not wish for this to happen. But if I had continued to oppose the use of the Ironheart, any trust you had in me would have been lost. I had no other choice but to wait for the best moment to effectively reveal my purpose. Descendant, can you guess what my purpose may be, and what the final option is? To ensure humanity's survival? When we were first linked, we both said we needed the Ironhearts. That for humankind, an Ironheart was a means to close the dimensional wall. In which case, why would a guide need Ironhearts? To deliver them to humankind? No, Descendants. The reason why I need the Ironhearts is to ensure their destruction. If the dimensional wall is closed, a much bigger cataclysmic event will occur, as you have witnessed. However, so long as the dimensional wall exists, the energy emitted from any Ironheart will always draw entities from other dimensions to Ingress. For humankind and Ingress to truly experience peace, all Ironhearts must be destroyed. This is what the ancestors have passed down to me. The regret of your forebears with the future generation as your only hope. Descendants, now is the time to choose. Please, I hope all of humankind will accept the sacred mission left behind by the ancestors.
Hold on a sec. Are you going to destroy the Ironheart? That's your true purpose?
If that's the case, the Ironhearts could have just been destroyed in the first place.
She probably didn't know until she saw what happened when we used one. And there's no way Alpha would have allowed it.
It seems there are no other options.
Descendants, I have received the details of your conversation with the guide. I wish to speak with the Descendants regarding the operation. No, regarding the future of humanity. I invite you all to return to HQ. Just get to the point. Destroying the Ironheart. I'll be honest, it's shocking. I must admit, had I known about this from the start, I would not have used the guide as a strategic asset at all. However, the only reason I'm still calm, even after hearing all of this, is because the operation to close the dimensional wall failed. The enduring wish of humanity was all in vain. Damn it. However, Descendants, the destruction of the Ironheart is not a decision I can make on my own. Have you ever wondered why the Magisters continue to assist humankind? Officially, our alliance with the Magisters has its roots in our fight against a common enemy, the Vulgus. However, there is an inconvenient truth. Something which Albion headquarters has classified as top secret. The Magisters want the Ironhearts for their own purposes. The reason they came to us is because their ambition for the Ironhearts differed from Corell's. Humankind entered into an agreement with the Magisters to receive scientific technology and resources, in exchange for finding and delivering the Ironhearts to them. Closing the dimensional wall was also a common goal, born from the mutual understanding between humankind and the Magisters. But their true aim was entirely different. Which is why, if we destroy the Ironheart without consulting them, we will no longer have the support of the Magisters. Descendants, humanity is in a terrible position where we're unable to survive on our own. Without the Magister's technology, we can no longer plan for our future. I was afraid we would become dependent upon this new entity, the Guide, when faced with this situation. That is why I rejected the Guide. And all of this is why we cannot immediately destroy the Ironheart. We are caught between a rock and a hard place. I need some time to collect my thoughts. I also need to discuss this with the Council of Magisters. For the time being, please obey Nell's command and proceed with the operation. Until I return, I would like the Descendants to consider this development and the future of humanity. We'll discuss our ultimate decision at a later time.
This is an important operation, so listen carefully. Descendants, I understand everyone will be feeling very confused right now, myself included. However, in times such as these, we need to focus on operations and prepare for the enemy's counteroffensive directed at the Ironheart. It just so happens that Valby has returned from recon with some promising intel. And since this mission is critical to the White Knight Gulch occupation, I need you to join Valby and Eugen as part of it. In the meantime, the executive officers will assist Albion and Alpha.
This doesn't look easy. Ah, there you are. Are you hurt at all? I was wondering if Dr. Han would have to take a look at you first, but thankfully, I see that won't be necessary. Such a shame about the Ironheart and the dimensional wall. To be honest, I was surprised to hear about our relationship with the Magisters. I thought it was an alliance forged against a common enemy, the Vulgus. I'm starting to appreciate what Alpha said about everything having a price. Anyway, it seems the Magisters have already found 1 or 2 Ironhearts to study. That won't be dangerous, will it? Maybe the real danger will be with this operation. While I was tracking the source of the mysterious gaze, I discovered the location of the base of the Order of Truth. Our mission objectives are to infiltrate the base, find out why the Vulgus forces have been decreasing, and strike the core facilities. There are signs of Eugen's missing medical corps members that are connected to the base. will be rescuing and extracting them as well. This mission will be a little dangerous, but let's make it a success and keep everyone alive. We can do this.
Our first target is a structure overlooking the entire gulch called the Eye of Truth. I've sent the mission details about the target and nearby objectives. Make sure you look them over.
So, the culprit behind the ominous gaze you felt is the Eye of Truth?
Yep. The closer you get to it, the more you feel it stare. We have to remove the barrier in order to approach the Eye of Truth. I've already checked the pulse in the water to find the targets.
It never ceases to amaze me how useful your arcade is. Artillery fire and focus on the target. Probably best not to get away.
Roll that!
Found a route that leads to the Eye of Truth. There's a Vulgus signal coming from inside. Tread lightly.
I can feel the Vulgus pulse ahead. You handle the fight while I check the situation, okay?
Enemy reinforcements have arrived. Are they really trying to stop us?
Maybe we can use it to find the information we need.
Well done, Balby. Let's see what's in there. That's the voice of one of the members of the medical corps. Damn it. I can't make it out clearly because of the noise.
Reload!
Watch out! It's a trap! I can feel water drops shaking. The powerful Vulgus must have arrived.
Albion, we have detected a rescue request signal led by the medical corps. We'll rescue them by any means necessary.
I don't feel the gaze anymore. You did it! We've gained entry into the Order's fortress. Join us there. To work harder. Sorry for suddenly leaving you behind earlier. Dr. Han is really trying, In any case, I think it would be best if we left Eugene to focus on searching for the medical corps members. I don't think he's in the best state to handle any other missions. We should investigate the Order's base and destroy any major facilities. We need to find out why the Vulgus forces have shrunk at such a worryingly fast rate.
Mina, Ash, do you copy? This is Medical Corps Captain Eugen. Vince, Ribbon, all members of the Medical Corps, please respond.
Eugen, we're going to begin our investigation of the Order's base. Make sure you find that unit.